Welcome, everybody, to the worst damn reselling show on the internet, on YouTube at least. I'm Scott, Dumpster Diver Dad. We got Mike flipping goodies, and then Bobby down below. We've been doing a resell podcast sort of on Mike's channel, and we decided to flip it over to my channel to see what was going on. But anyways, hopefully we get some views. My channel's been dead for a few months, but maybe this will bring it back to life, right? So, anyways, Mike, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Mike, flipping goodies, part-time reseller, sell on Walmart, eBay, Amazon, Facebook, blah, 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 and more.
And Bobby, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Rob. I'm from New York, more specifically Long Island. I go by the moniker of a long story short. I like to tell stories, but I like to keep them short. I like short and sweet. I sell on eBay pretty much exclusively, selling men's quality pre-owned clothing.
Sweet.
Quality
over quantity, right? So what did you sell this week then that was quality?
This week that was quality?
Yep.
Got here. It's a nice. I'll show you something that I like to sell here. This is a nice suit that's just about to go out here. This is men's 2-button gray with a blue stripe. This is a brand called David Donahue. I don't know if you can see the logo.
Yep.
But if you can't, it's all right. That's fine. Right there. It's a Canadian brand. Sells well. I got I think it was about 100 with the shipping. It's going to go in a medium flat rate. It should be able to fit there nicely in a medium flat rate. It's going to go to Washington State, somewhere on the West Coast.
Yep.
Yeah, so this sale, I like to try to, that's something I probably paid maybe $20 at Savers for. And then I got, like I said, about 100 shipped. So that's like what I look to try to do. Try to find something decent like that, and then, sell like that.
That's pretty nice.
Of course. Yeah.
And how long did it take to sell?
This one, see, that's the thing. When you're selling men's suits, it might have been there for 8-9 months, maybe a year. What happens is when you're selling suits, and it has nothing to do with lowering your price, has nothing to do with none of that. It's just that you have to wait till somebody is going to jump on it. If I would have auctioned it off, I might have gotten $35 for it. So that wouldn't have been worth it. You can auction suits, but even there's resellers that have thousands and thousands of subscribers, followers, whatever, and they still don't get a lot of it because you just kind of have to wait till that algorithm works for you. Somebody's looking for that suit in that brand. I don't want to say it's a above average brand. David Donahue. It's not the high end, but it's definitely a better men's brand. And you just wait for the right buyer, and that's it. That's why I have them hanging in there. But like I said, some people, they get frustrated if it doesn't sell like in 2 or 3 weeks. They're like, "Oh, what happened? Is eBay broken? I got to call, have eBay restart my store."
Exactly.
It's just you just have to wait.
Okay, nice. And then Mike, any interesting stories or anything interesting go on in your store? I saw you did put up a YouTube video this week, so. There's that.
Yeah. What the hell was? Oh, that was with the typewriter, right?
Typewriter, exactly.
The typewriter went in the garbage, by the way. It wasn't.
You could have given it to somebody for a boat anchor. Couldn't somebody have used it as a boat anchor?
Yeah, well, they probably could, but I like buying those. It's just that one was too much work to get involved in. And when I comped it, Smith Corona too, I was surprised. It was only like $50. So the electric ones aren't as good as the manual ones. Those sell pretty well. If you find the manual ones those are usually pretty good sellers. But I am having my best 2 weeks on Walmart ever. So I'm excited about that. It's really been killing it over there. I sold I have this 4-in-1 neon game, like it's shuffleboard and hockey and table tennis, like one of those setups.
Mm-hmm.
But it glows in the dark and all that stuff. Now, I've had it on eBay for 2 years almost. I started high and worked my way down. I was at $59.99 for the longest time and $19.99 shipping because it is a pretty big item. Sold yesterday on Walmart for $100. So,
Wow.
that's just the difference you can get. I mean, it's something where I can jack up the price a little bit higher there than I can on eBay. For certain things.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a home run on everything. I did sell some clothing this week too.
Oh, did you? What'd you sell?
Yeah, I sold a Bon Jovi T-shirt and a Van Halen T-shirt. So I was on a roll this week.
They're already gone. Do you have them there? Or they're going out on Monday, or you have them?
They went out early this week.
Mm.
Were they vintage or were they vintage inspired?
They were vintage. I have here, I'll show you one. It's not a rock group.
Vintage.
It's like of the same era niche.
Vintage T-shirts. They get me up. Okay, that's Pontiac. I can't see the bottom.
Trans Am.
Trans Am. Okay. No, because you have to remember, I'm on the screen. That's about 2 inches in size. So.
So it was like the same era type of T-shirts. I think the Bon Jovi had I think it had concert dates on the back of it. So yeah, I think that was the one. Had some concerts. So I don't know, not big money, but they sold, so I was happy to get rid of them. Anytime.
Bad Medicine tour. Bad Medicine.
No, I forget what tour.
After that, then.
Wasn't Bad Medicine. I would have remembered that.
Yeah, because I was there.
Now, with Walmart, you say you get a little bit more money on there, and then than eBay or Amazon, I guess. But how do you know which platform to list it on, Mike?
Well, it depends. The item has to be in really, really good condition if you're going to try and sell something used on Walmart. So you have to have every piece of pamphlet, everything like that, right? So anything I don't have like that, obviously, is not going to Walmart. The game I sold was brand new in box. I bought it from a store, so that's how I can pass it on there. I would say that my focus is Walmart, so I don't buy a lot of used stuff anymore, except for when I fall back and kind of binge buy on something like these Mason things I bought a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So basically, for me, the game has changed a lot. I don't really try and source. I'll stop. I'll give you a perfect example. Okay. Let me pull this up. I will go to this. Give me a second here. Okay. Let me let's lower that down. Let me get to page 1. Okay, now this is going to be a private estate sale. Not private, owners, I guess you'd call it, right? So on something like this, if I see this, it's about 30 minutes away. Put me up on the screen.
Yep.
Okay, so if I see something like this, I'll go take a look and see how much they want for this stuff. So like over here you can see like vintage posters and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not of huge interest to me, but what might be of huge interest to me is what's in these bins here. Okay. Now, going by the pictures.
Ooh, wait, I gotta.
The comic books, huh?
You got some.
Yeah, can you zoom that? Can you make? I'm trying to get my face closer, but can you zoom that up a little bit?
I can't zoom that in. Make me full screen. Can you do
I
that?
can do that.
Is that
Okay,
better?
that's a little bit better.
So
That's Iron Man.
Iron Man, you got 2001. This says something
That's Amazing Spider-Man.
Tonto, Amazing
Oh,
Spider-Man.
that is Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, you're right.
So stuff
Yeah.
like this, right? And then because I did so well on my last baseball card buy, this I have no interest in because I don't know glass, but
That's Harry's.
yeah, that's not my niche.
That's not my expertise either.
But all these bins appear to be filled with baseball cards.
Ooh.
And they all look to be sleeved.
Oh, getting
You see, all,
spammed already.
you see all this?
Yep.
So if you count up the bins and let's say, what would you say in a bin, Bobby? 300 cards at least?
Yeah. There's a
Right.
lot. But the thing is with those, obviously, like we did back in the 90s, we put a lot of stuff in sleeves. So a lot of stuff could be like 1990s stuff. So, I mean, yeah, it does look good that it's in sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, a lot of stuff we put in sleeves were, like they put everything, even all the comic books. Were, that's a nice pick.
Nice. Yeah.
That's nice.
So, like I said, for me, since a private one, I mean, if all these bins are full with baseball cards and stuff.
When you say private, you just mean company is not running it.
Right, it's family run.
Yeah, family run sale. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you have these, and I don't know if those are really signed or.
No, those are not. Ooh, you know about boats.
Yeah, I don't know about that boat.
The Mississippi River boat.
But like, let's just say these are all baseball cards. There's got to be 100,000.
Yeah, I would think so. There's a ton there.
Tons.
Somewhere along that lines, maybe. So this is something it would be worth my time to write down there and see. And then see how much money he's asking for them. And remember, we live out in Florida. This stuff looks like it's stored in a shed in the back. So these could be in really poor condition too.
Yeah, that's one thing. A lot of people listening, especially on the West Coast, they have no idea. They don't know that you can leave that stuff out there for a week and it will be destroyed.
Yeah.
If you swampland, forget about it.
So it looks like he has a lot of ephemera too, and it's just, I don't know, like I said, something where it seems like it's worth the ride.
Very interesting.
There's a lot.
There is a lot.
If I get it for the right price. Like, I'm surprised I sold another card tonight for, $6, but $6, I probably sold 60 cards, It all adds up over time, and they're super easy to deal with.
Bo Jackson?
I have
Not for $6.
I don't think I have another one. I think I have a different one of the type I sold. I'll show you here in a sec. Like this here. Okay, so this here, hold on. You back over here. All right, take me down.
Yeah, if you need help with comic books ever, I'm pretty good with comic books. So you could always just message. I mean,
So like.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you were showing us some of the last.
The 1968.
68, not 87.
Yeah, 1967.
That's 68. 67, yeah.
National League. Batting
leaders.
Yeah. The card just like this. It just had 3 players on.
Was it Harmon Killebrew?
Frank Robinson and Carl Yastrzemski.
Frank Robinson. Yeah, those are 3, top guys that are,
I think overall, I went through like, I don't know, probably 1,000 cards to wind up with maybe 70, 80 good ones. So
yeah, but going through cards is pretty quick. You just go go right through them if you don't know. I guess if you don't know cards, then that'll be more difficult.
Well, you also, I mean, I don't think a true expert would, know every value of every card out there. It's pretty hard. A lot of cards.
It's a lot to keep up with.
But those are worth it. And like I said, for something like that. Now, if it's an hour away, it'd be a different story. But it's 30 minutes, and I can do other things while I'm out there.
Yeah.
It's going to be worth swinging by and see how much he wants for the stuff. You could go there. It could be asking $10,000 for all I know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't like that he doesn't. Well, that's one thing, especially. Well, then again, to me, it looks like he might want to break stuff up.
It's listed as an estate sale, so.
Yeah, so which means usually he's going to want to sell a lot of things separately, to try to get more money, because otherwise he might put because he could figure, okay, if he was was looking to sell everything in one lot, he would put $10,000, for a lifetime, or something like that.
But he's running this estate sale from the 25th through the 3rd.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So
yeah, so he's looking to sell stuff individually.
Yeah, and like I said, if I can go in there and say, throw out a number I feel comfortable with. If he bites, he bites. If he tells me to go, I'll just, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I'm a winner because I'm not going to go higher. And I don't even know if that's all full of cars. I'm just assuming it because they're in the other ones. I have no idea. They're just boxes as far as I'm concerned right now.
Right.
But
could be postcards or whatever. It could be anything.
Yeah, it could be anything. So it's hard to tell. I mean, he's showing them as baseball cards.
Right.
But who knows what's in those other 90 boxes there.
You don't. So I went to 2 estate sales. One was filled with old grandma's clothes, full of stuff she bought from Ross with tags. So I wasn't interested in any of that. And the other stuff was all picked through, it looked like. So that was my 2 estate sales this weekend on Thursday. So I don't go to estate sales that often, so I didn't know any of the people there. And going through, it was like, okay. But
well, I had to work Saturday, so I stopped at a few while at work because it's there. So why not do it? I mean, I'm getting paid while I'm there. So what's it? You know what I'm saying? It's a win-win for me, really. Yeah. So I went to 2 estate sales and about, I would say 10 to 12 garage sales.
Mm-hmm.
I walked out altogether out of all those sales. I spent $1 on I Dream of Jeannie season 2 sealed DVDs.
Dang, big spinner.
I'm trying to be good. There was DVD VCRs there. I passed on those. The whole 9 yards. I was just like, nope, don't need it. So.
Yeah, I had my first troll of the night come in. Sexfindinfo.com or something. So, yeah.
What's going on, Clay? I haven't seen
Clayster's in the house, yeah. Dang. So this week's going to be pretty slow, right? Because of the Thanksgiving coming up and everything else like that. Usually no garage sales for us on the weekend either. So it's going to be pretty slow.
We'll have garage sales. Bobby.
What's that?
I thought Bobby was going to say.
But a lot of places, but a lot of places will have, like, especially like thrift stores and stuff. Like a lot of places will have Black Friday kind of deals.
Right.
Like
Goodwill does like half off and stuff like that on Friday. So.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, I'm
sure we'll have garage sales and estate sales here. Because it's only Thursday, really.
It's on Thursday, but people take the whole week off. They're vacationing. They're doing everything else. So. And
let me see. I don't think anything's gonna be posted yet. No. I'll be in Orlando Wednesday and Thursday.
You're gonna go see Mickey?
No, see my son. So I can check out some stores over there while I'm there. It's usually I do pretty well in his stores over there. But that's about it.
There's some Black Friday deals and stuff if you want to wait out all night or whatever there is. You could wait all night at Best Buy for a TV or something.
Well, did you you watch The Deal Guy?
Yeah, sometimes. Not very often, but I watch him every once in a while.
Yeah, because he's always finding some good stuff, and Sam's
Him and-
Club, Walmart, all that
Yeah.
stuff. If you watch
Him
them,
and Richie Hustles, I guess. So I watch those guys, but
yeah.
I don't watch them religiously or anything like that. So.
Well, I was turning you on to a new YouTuber to us tonight. Give him a view. He's very excitable.
What you got, Bobby?
Might have to put my since I'm not working. That's what happens. I took off my sweatshirt because I was doing a little bit of work over here. Now that I'm not working a little bit, now I'm starting to feel that little chill, little tad bit.
Okay. So how's your worker going? Give us an update on your.
Okay, so yes, I do have some updates.
All right.
This was week 2, I think. I have well, she worked 1 week, and then the next week I was sick. Then the week after she was sick, so then she came back in, whatever it was, and she's learning slowly but surely. She's willing to learn. I have to just be very, very patient. I can't yell at her. I have to just be very calm and relaxed. She's very young. So it's excuse me. I'm just gonna be very patient. Like I said, it helps me too. Like I work faster now that I have her, so that now it's like I have to always prepare items to get them ready. We always have to prep items to get them ready for sale, whatever it is. If they need to be clean, they need to be repaired, whatever it is. So it's like, all right, well, I know she's coming now. I have to move my butt, and especially so when she's here, I just start taking pictures, and then I tell her the description, and she starts to write it down, the measurement. This way, I don't have to pick up a pen, or I have to put, I could just boom, boom, boom. I get it done. Yeah. I tell her what it is, and then she puts it away for me. She puts it back on in a bin or whatever it is, and I'm just burning through that. I have like a rack where I'm just. Mm-hmm. But if I can get some hot air off that I was a little bit twisted about, I have somebody who I do business with, that woman Leslie. I've spoken about her many times with the estate sale company, and I referred her to somebody to somebody, whatever it was. Woman had furniture she wanted to sell, and now Leslie, Leslie made her an offer, and now Leslie is down in Florida, and is not answering her phone, and this will, she doesn't know if and when Leslie's coming back, and then. It was crazy because she was like, "Oh, she came with another guy who was a reseller who I know," and so I get in touch with this reseller because she's like, "Oh yeah, this woman said you were interested in buying other stuff like paintings and stuff." Yeah. He's like, "But I don't really remember them." I says, "All right, well, I'm gonna take pictures because I gotta go back and get some stuff from this lady's house." So I go there. I even make a video. It's on my YouTube channel. Okay, I even made a video so you can see it. All right. Of all these paintings with me in this woman's house, this 80-year-old woman. And now this guy, like if you call somebody and their phone goes right to voicemail, that means they have you on block. Is that what that means?
Yeah. Or right away they're pushing decline.
Well, I mean, it didn't even ring once. I mean, if it rang a couple times, I mean, I called the guy 3 times. What?
Yeah, most likely, or the phone was off. I guess if the phone was dead or whatever, but usually not.
But I called him in the afternoon the other day, and then in the early evening the day before, and then at 10 o'clock. Like, I called him like 4 times, and it went right to voicemail. So it can't be, he has to have, like, I don't even understand. This is a guy who he wanted to buy stuff, and then now, because this woman, of course, just like anything else, this woman was a referral from that Jewish center, who they always, that lady always hooks me up. She, they do the rummage. I'm sure you guys have rummage sales out there, right, Scott?
Yep.
So like this lady, and rummage sales, sometimes they're really good. And this lady, she lets me in early, she lets me pick through anything. Oh, and it's like, I'll make a pile. She'll tell me, what do you want to pay? 20? Okay, 30, 40, whatever, you know what I mean? She'll just like, yeah, make a pile, whatever you're happy paying. So she's like, oh, can you help this lady out? Her husband just died. They have a ton of shit in the house.
Right.
So I'm like, she's like, oh, can I give her your number? I'm like, Eileen, you can give anybody my number you want. Don't worry about it. You can, anybody who wants to get rid of stuff, and they have to move and this and that, or they, somebody died, or just give me their number or whatever. Don't even wait till you get in touch with me. Whatever. I'll go there right away. So that was that. That was because I had bought. I don't know if I in the summer, I had bought her husband's suits and
okay.
blazers.
Okay. So you have a working relationship with the person already.
Yeah. Yeah. So what happened was I had bought the suits and blazers, but I had told the woman, I said, look, he has his suits and blazers from the last 30 years. That's the stuff from 30 years ago is not that it's not going to, it's not going to sell. It's too outdated. The styles are not, it's out of date. So, but at the same time, the woman from the Jewish Center is like, look, just give her money for whatever you can sell. Other stuff you can't, just donate the rest. Because this woman, she's a frail, small 80-year-old woman. She can't, she's not going to take because if you call Salvation Army or call somebody, they're not going to, they'll come and pick stuff up. They're not going to come into your closet and then, and then also I'll tell you one other quick thing. When she had me cleaning out the closet, or the dresser, whatever, the husband's dresser, I went in there and the top thing, there was a gold watch in there. So I went back over to her. She was in the other room. I said, oh, by the way, because I told her, I said, oh, you got everything out of here? She's like, yeah, everything's clear. But I couldn't, because I was taking everything, throwing it in a bag. I couldn't throw a gold watch in the fucking bag. That's, that wouldn't be, that would be messed up. You know what I mean? I don't know.
An 8-year-old woman? Yeah, you can't do that to the 8-year-old woman.
An 8-year-old woman, I couldn't do that. So, I showed the watch. And then Leslie ended up buying the watch from her for like $400, which was good.
That's good.
So she had a good relationship with Leslie. And then now she wants his calls. And now I'm like, ugh. So anyway, you could see the house on my YouTube channel. You could see the house with the painting. So if anybody is in the Long Island area and wants to buy some artwork very cheaply and some furniture, because an old lady has to move, feel free to look at my YouTube channel, and you can hear me, checking the stuff out.
All your expertise in art.
Scott, when you made the show, do you proofread what you put in?
I didn't. I just made it real quick. Did I screw it up?
You should look at the title. You forgot one major keyword of what we do in there.
Oh, whoops. Oh, well, we better end the show then. Damn it. Next, proofreading would be great. Post editing all that out. Sorry about that.
We're the worst.
Who told you?
Period. Now we lost the Reselling. We're just the worst show on YouTube now.
Yeah, we're the worst show on YouTube.
That should get some more views.
Yeah, it should. It could get people in here. Well, let's see. I don't know when's the last time I posted a video on here, so it's been a while. But
people watch random lives. I've been getting. I was watching something. I don't know how I got recommended. I was watching something. I was watching about G.I. Joe, and then I got recommended these guys doing a live stream from South Africa talking about like vintage G.I. Joe toys. About this is the one. I'm like, how did I get recommended these guys? Because I guess maybe.
Did I talk about the return last week on the show with the options I was given?
Oh, was that last week?
I did another show Wednesday. I was on Adam's show Wednesday. I don't think I talked about it on our show.
No, I don't think so.
So last week I didn't take a return because I'll explain why. I sold a vintage stereo that was in the listing, said works fine, cosmetically poor, right? Needs to be redone, refurbished. So one person buys it from me, sends me a message. I'm super excited about getting it. Now I did a video on this one. So the video was embedded in the listing so they could see the whole 9 yards of it, right?
Very nice.
Hear it playing, the whole everything. So I think it was either Sunday or Monday. It must have been Monday since I didn't talk about it on our show. I get a message saying I want to return it because I didn't know it needed an antenna. And I have enough money invested in this purchase already. So the return gave me the normal 3 options, right? One was approve return, 2 was contact customer to work something out, or 3 was to just offer the refund, you know?
Or partial refund.
Well, it doesn't say partial.
It doesn't say that? That's good.
It just says offer refund.
Oh, okay.
But number 4 said deny return. So I looked at the email closer, and at the top of the email it said that I do not have. This is eBay telling me this. I do not have to accept this return.
Wow.
And it would be no mark on my account if I denied the return. So, what's a wise reseller to do? Right? Because I have free returns. I'm not taking this back and on buyer's remorse. I mean, that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had clearly stated, you know, parts are repaired, you know, works, but needs to be refurbed. I'm looking for somebody that knows how to refurb this stuff or just needs the guts of it and already has a quality unit sitting there. You know, just slide one in, slide one out, done. So I denied the return. A couple of days go by, she messages me, the person that bought it, and says, look, I'll pay for return shipping. And I told her, I said, look, eBay doesn't want telling me I don't have to take this return. I'm not taking it. Okay. Day goes by, she messaged me, goes, how about I trade this for your Harman Kardon that you have on your listings? And I said, well, first of all, the Harman Kardon is another $60 more. And it also needs an antenna. So that was the last message I got from her before she got blocked from my account, because I'm not going to go back and forth with her. eBay said I didn't have to take the return. If I felt I did something wrong, I would have took the return. I don't play that game. But I mean, I did nothing wrong in this instance, and I'm tired. I lost one of these cases on a parts of repair a few months ago. You know, it's a pain in the neck. So now I'm waiting to see if she tries to circumvent and goes with credit card.
Yeah.
Yep, that happened to me.
Yep.
But eBay has records of her trying to return it, so they know she bought this damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, but it's not. But with the credit card, it has nothing to do with eBay.
I understand
They don't
help me on that side of it now, because you can't dispute a credit card charge. Disputing a credit card means you don't know you made that charge.
Well, but what happened? Because I just went through this not long ago. You know, because eBay, what all eBay does is they allow you to upload one photo and to write in like so many characters or whatever it is, and that's it. And then eBay steps away. eBay does not get involved. Once the credit card company is involved, I had a pair of pants. It was a Ralph Lauren pants. It was like a golf kind of pants. They were, you know, like that Scotch plaid, whatever. They sold at auction. I said, you know what? Let me sell it at auction. I just give it a shot. Sold for $167. So when I saw that, I mean, I didn't think they were going to sell for that kind of money. You know, I mean, I knew they were. I would have never listed them for anywhere near there. I probably would have got, if I got $60-$70 for them, I'd have been very happy. But anyway, the guy bought them. It went to England. Guy, you know, whatever it is, and he's like, "Oh, they're too baggy," because a lot of stuff from the 1990s. It's a little bit baggier. You know what I mean? Looser. It's not a, you know, it's not a slimmer fit like today is. You know, whatever it was. I said, well, I just put. I mean, you can see from the pictures, it's kind of loose fitting, and you know, I have it hanging from something, whatever, and I have the waist and thing, and then that's exactly what happened. They gave me the. It says this person's putting in a return. Do you want to take the return? So I put no. It's just, you know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, they're perfect condition. He's just like, oh, they weren't described. You should have said that they were baggy. I put the picture in, I put the measurements in. That's it. You know, it's buyer's remorse. Make the story short. He, we went back and forth, and he disputed it with the credit card with the HSBC, and and of course, first thing I did, I called eBay and whatever, and then they're like, basically they just started doing business. They said this. I said, yeah, but you could punish him. I said, you clearly sided with me, obviously, whatever it is. But they're just like, look, that's part of doing business. That's all the guy said. I'm like, what the hell? Where's the seller? It's supposed to be seller protection. There was no seller protection. The guy just he just got all his money. He just got all, because the guy at first, then he's like, oh, I'll return, if I return it, then he wanted me to pay all these taxes. Because then I'm like, all right, if I take this return, all right, he wanted me to pay all the return shipping, pay for the taxes that he had to pay and all that stuff. I said, this is like an extortion. I said, there's nothing wrong with the pants. They just fit a little loose. That's it. You just don't, he's like, these are like MC Hammer's pants. And you can tell. I'm like, yeah, they're from the 1990s when MC Hammer was popular. Mm-hmm. That's the era. That's the way they are. Not like, they're supposed to be looser fitting. They're not supposed to be tight fitting. But the whole point of the story is, that's what eBay told me. They sent me one email, and I sent pictures of the list. They made me do all this damn work too. Because they're like, oh, you should use a collage photo, and like make pictures, screen grabs of all of the pictures in the listing to show how it was listed. But it doesn't matter because their bank, it's their customer. They don't care. They don't care about stealing your money. Your banks are not on it. They're not like, oh, on it. What's the right thing to do? They don't care. That's their customer. So they're gonna steal their money. They want to keep their customer. so they don't care about stealing some Americans' money.
So I had a customer buy a Brother printer for $150 and then $50 shipping, because of course it went to Florida. So of course it cost $50 UPS to ship it all the way to Florida. So no problem. I charged him $50. It cost me $50. Of course it's during the holidays that he bought it. It would have been like $30 or $40 during summer, but.
Now, was this a garage sale find or was it a new printer?
It was a Goodwill find for $10.
Okay.
So I got $10 on the printer, and then I get a message from him saying that I didn't ship the cord, which the cord was in there, was off to the side, that he didn't see it or whatever, and then something else, and he goes, "I want you to pay for the shipping label back, plus insurance, plus this, and I'll give you 48 hours to respond." So I want to ask you guys.
He wants to return it, but there was nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, he just emailed me. He didn't open the return. He just emailed me.
Yeah.
So what would you guys do in that situation?
Wait, run that by me again. I'm sorry.
Okay. I sell a Brother printer, working great condition, needs ink, sold it for $150 plus $50 shipping. So $200 total. I have $10 into it. And he emails me after he gets it a couple days. He emails me, says he doesn't have the cord, which I could ship him another cord or whatever, but he didn't ask for that. He just asked for a full return plus the shipping label plus insurance on top of it to make sure it gets safely back to me. So that was his whole. And I had 48 hours to return it, or he was going to report me to eBay.
What's the that you don't have to worry about. What cord is he missing? The one that hooks up to the computer or the power cord?
Just a power cord. Yeah, a $5 power cord. He says it wasn't in there, but it was in there. So.
But did he open it as item not as described? What did he?
He has not opened up a return. He just messaged me.
So I would, me personally, I'd leave everything alone. Okay. Because if he didn't, and a guy like this, what I personally would do, I would try to bait him a little bit, because one thing, they're not supposed to be threatening you. They're supposed to be following policies. They're supposed to be messaging they're supposed to be opening up a return the regular way, because there's only a certain amount of days that they have. I don't know. Do you have 30-day returns, or hopefully you don't have 60?
30-day returns. So that's and on of course it's not free returns. Yeah, so it's just 30-day returns. So he'd have to pay for shipping and coming back.
Oh, I gotta jump out. I'll be right back in a minute. Look out for me. All right.
All right, no problem.
I'm surprised. I was talking to somebody else about this on the return side of things, because it's killer. So we'll wait for Bobby to get back. So I'll run this by him, see what he thinks.
Okay.
We were talking about this probably 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and I'll give you an idea. Okay, so that came to Florida, right?
Yep.
Okay.
From California.
Okay. Now, just bear with me on this reasoning. Okay. Is if you have to take the return, okay, by the time how much was it to ship out here? 34. How much did it cost you?
It cost me the $50 because it's holiday shipping. Because it cost me the $50. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was expensive. So I charged them $50, and it cost me $50. I wish, like most of the time, whenever I sell a printer or golf clubs or whatever, I make like $20. But
okay, so I think we can do this, but I'm not 100% sure. This is just an idea that was thrown at me that kind of made sense to build a team like this. Okay. Mm-hmm. So since you're on the West Coast, I'm on the southern eastern coast, and Bobby's up north on the East Coast, right? So we're like a triangle almost, right?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of having him ship that item back to you, ship it to me. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
Because I'm here, then I could take control of the item, resell it, and give you the proceeds of it. You follow me? It's like a team effort, though. You would have to do the vice versa if it happened in California, or whatever you figure out the shipping to be cheaper for. It's to like wheel and deal that way. Just change the address on your return label,
right?
Fine, and I'll take the return.
That makes.
It only cost you maybe $20 to send it to me compared to the $50 to send it out to you.
Right.
I'll list it and sell it my way. Now there's taxes and stuff like that involved. Or what you could do is you relist it, I hold it for you, it sells, I ship it for you, and this way the tax burden's on you, not me, and the fees and everything else.
Yeah, that makes more sense because you could just put a label on it.
You know what I'm saying? So in reality, you have to ship it. Buyer paid shipping. Let's say it was you said it was $50. Say it's $20 back to me. So there we would save $30. You resell it, I ship it. You cover the shipping. And hopefully it ships. Doesn't. In this case, probably ship back to California, right?
Right.
But let's just say it does, and it goes up the East Coast. Now you're paying $1 per pound. Figure a printer, unless you bought a huge printer, should only be about 20 pounds. Let's say it would cost me probably $25, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's an idea, because we do make a triangle that we can triangulate all our returns, and you can build your own teams this way, and just kind of have it so that as long as you trust the person you're working with,
right,
that they'll get it. If it sells, they'll get the item out on time for you and all that stuff. If you built a team that way and kind of worked your way up, it's something that you can consider doing, especially on the larger items. You know what I'm saying? Like this item here is going to be, most of your product's going to be gone by the time you eat the return, pay for it back to you, and sell it again.
Exactly. So
that's one way around. If you have access to a team like that, where you could put, I don't know, because I know what I'm thinking about now, and it was with Randy. I was talking to him about, because of Walmart fulfillment, is to build a team of Walmart sellers, and then share our items with each other, so that you would have, let's say, if I have 20 of something, you would have 5, he would have 5, I would have 5, and then wherever it had to ship from that was closest for the least amount of shipping would work out fine.
Right.
But yeah, so that seems to be something that we could.
Yeah, that makes total sense because shipping. It seems like everything I have goes to the East Coast. Sometimes, not everything, but
Right.
it either goes up to Washington or Florida or up to New York. Those are the 3 things that I seem to be shipping to.
So, Bobby,
Well,
what
listen,
do
you have to remember, there's only 2 million people living in Nebraska. Okay,
Exactly.
that's Long Island has more than that.
Bobby, what do you think of my idea?
Well, I didn't hear the entire idea, so I was kind of gone, so I can't really
taking a return.
opine.
I'm
Yeah, I got
down
that
in
part.
Florida.
Yeah.
You're in Long
Yes.
Island. He's in California. So it triangulates us throughout the country. So if we could
Yes.
put 2 more team members together, somebody central, somebody on the bottom left, maybe somebody in the Middle East, something like that. Anyway,
Like somebody in Texas, somebody
between the 3 of us at this point, let's just say we decide to move forward with this idea. Okay, he just shipped something to Florida. He's taking a return.
Okay.
It was $50
Yes.
shipping. He has to pay back the shipping to have it back to him. Okay, so another $50 laid out, right? Instead of shipping it all the way back to him, ship it to me. I'll put it in inventory. He sells it again, tells me he sold it. I pack it and ship it out for him.
It's a little tricky. I mean, I don't see how. I mean, logistically it can work, but just how sometimes it's like, well, if they send, I just have this feeling that like, if they send it back to the wrong address, that how eBay is always very like, well, that's not the official address. You gave them the wrong. How eBay is. It's
Just
very.
go in. You're taking a return, right? Go in and change your return address.
Yeah, before you send them a label, you change your address
And
to either.
you're not telling them to ship it someplace else. You're giving them, like for me, I have my UPS box as my return address, not my house.
Sure. Yeah, but you're not even going to take this return. Right, Scotty?
Well, for a cord, I don't know if he's going to do what he's going to do, but this is what he emailed me, so I don't know what he's going to do. Now,
but it's not. They didn't put an item not described, right? No INET.
They haven't filed any
didn't put nothing in.
Return, no nothing. They just emailed with these demands, and within 48 hours, like he was a lawyer. But actually, the 48 hours is up because I just ignored it.
Yeah, I would just ignore it, and then if he responds to you, say, if you would like to return the item, I kind of guide them a little bit. Say, if you would like to return the item.
Right.
They put was not happy with it or whatever it is to drop down that's not an INED.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of want to guide them into it. Say, look, whatever it is, because I don't think it doesn't say in bold letters, you will not get your return shipping back if you pick this option. I think it just has options. And then just say, wasn't happy with the, because once they get into that, once they click on it, then that's it. Then you're in the clear. You just can't have the guy put an INED in. You just have to make sure that you say, look, I have returns on this item for 30 days. Just follow, just type in, and then, like I said, put in, what, because the guy never wrote why he wants to return it, right, in his messages.
Nope. All he said was missing a cord. That's the only thing he said.
Aside from that cord, he never said anything else.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, and I have that in writing. So.
Yeah, but not him acknowledging that he does have it, though. The cord, does he? He never did.
Did he ever? I never responded to him. I never asked him. So.
Yeah.
Did you just ship the cord to your knowledge?
No, I actually I almost forgot it, and so I remember putting it in there at the end. So because I put my cards separately. Well, not separately, but I put it in a bag, tape it to the printer, and send it out. That's how I send my printers out. So I remember doing that.
And this is a test. See, then again, here's the thing: is this? If it didn't work, he could message you, just say it doesn't work.
Yeah,
like that's weird.
It works, but it was like he needed ink, and I don't think he wanted to buy ink. Is really what I think he wants to do. So
yeah, maybe that ink for that printer is super expensive. He probably looked. There's some printers, inks are like
it's all the colors for the ink, and they're the brother ones. So I didn't want to replace it. I just put it in the listing. So
yeah, of course not. But then how'd you test it with no ink?
What's that?
You said you tested it with.
Yeah, I shook them and made sure it had enough one for because I had to print the test pages. I had to do because every printer I put the test pages on there and the how many copies it's done and all that stuff. So
I still have a printer that I can't get to connect to my regular computer. That I have to use another computer in the house.
Really?
It's just like I try to get it's not like the old days where you get printer drivers where you just download it. Now it's like it keeps asking me like all these questions and questions and questions, and then it just goes back to the beginning with questions and questions and questions. Oh, do you want to reorder ink? Do you want ink automatic? And it's like I just want to print from this unit, and then so now I have to use another computer in the house, which somehow and I don't know how I got the other one to work. Sometimes you just click next. Yes, and then it works. But the other one don't work. Printers are so frustrated, and everyone makes fun of me because I don't have the what you call it. I'm that guy. I have see all these papers, right? I print on the regular thing and then cut out the label and tape it to the box. People, you can hear Tommy now. Oh, you're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart. Because I have
an off generic brand for like $50.
And then what happened is, so my mother bought me like last year for Christmas. She bought me a printer, a label printer, and like you go to feed the paper in, and then it just keeps going. It just doesn't stop. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's like you have to like.
You don't have the right type of paper then.
Well, it came with it. It's a paper that came with it.
It's not like you have the right type of paper though.
Well, this is the one it's branded. It comes with the machine. They didn't go out and buy
like a Dymo, or what did you get?
It's not a Dymo. It's a similar one. Of course, my mother's not going to buy me the brand name one. But it just when you put it in, it works. Goes, and then it's like okay, you hit this button, and it goes, and you just get so frustrated. I just want to take my fist and smash it because there's no button that says stop, or there is a feed button, but I'm just like, you know what? I have too much anxiety, even though this is like the least anxiety ridden job there is. I've had so much more stressful jobs with 1,000 people yelling at me, like 10, literally, no exaggeration, like 10 people yelling at me at one time.
I mean, I have a Dymo, but I also had the Rollo, and the Rollo actually is pretty good too. I mean, I have no issues with that one.
Yeah, I think I want to get a Rollo. I have a Dymo.
It's not the price of a Dymo, so.
Yeah, but how many packages do you ship out like a week? About
probably, I would say about maybe 30, 5 a day times 30 times 6. Because I sell about 1% a day with clothing. I got about 300 listings.
So why don't you probably use the QR codes that at the post office?
Yeah, but that you have to. I think you have to go and have them scan it, and then they print up a label. Then they put the label on.
Right.
Yeah,
but you show them the QR code to the package. They scan it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like on a Monday, if I show up with 20 packages from the weekend, they're not gonna. I'll be online way too long. They're not. I don't know about you, but the post office here does not want to. They don't like eBay people. They hate people with eBay. They sabotage you. You know what I mean? They're like so you'll have packages in your hand, And they'll literally, okay, can scan this, boop, 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 and then they'll just print it up, share it, and hand you receipts. Like, well, I have to. Oh, I thought you were done. I'm like, I never said I was done. You never even asked me. Aren't you supposed to ask me if I need anything else, like stamps? They're just like they want to get rid of you so bad. One post, the one that's near my house, I don't even go back because, like the one that's very local, they like really fuck with you, like and you know I'm so worried about packages and it. So now I go to this one that's like a 24-hour post office in Garden City. It's actually right around the corner from the Coliseum. It's in East Garden City, you know, whatever, right near the LA, around the LA Meadowbrook Parkway. So I go in there and I could just scan my own packages. You know, they have the kiosk. So you just go boop, boop, boop. There's once in a while there'll be one person ahead of me, and guess what? I'll help them figure it out, and they'll be happy that I'm helping them. They're like, "Oh, thank you so much," you know, because they're like, "Oh, I need to send this package." I'm like, "Oh, look, yeah, you hit boom, hit boom, hit boom," and it's like prints right out. Actually, comes out the bottom, and they're like, "Oh, thank you, sir, for helping me." I'm like, "No problem. Now get the fuck out of here so I can."
What kind of printer are you using?
The printer I have now, it is it's an HP 6970.
Inkjet?
Yes, and I just ordered new ink. I do, but there's another thing too is I'm very tempted to buy the bogus ink, but I did have a bad experience once where I did buy where I did buy
You could buy a regular thermal printer by the time you're all said and done.
Well, we need to start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, but I can't. But what happened is, see, you have to remember this too. In the office, it's a small little office, okay? And like that's the thing. I get nervous too. I can't because we have two computers in the room, okay? There's one that's mine. My parents, they don't work. They work in real estate, but they're not really working. I mean, they're retired, but you know, they're not doing any action. But when my father, when he wants to print up stuff like listings and stuff like that, like the printer can't be that. Like the last printer, it died, and I had to get it repaired. It can't be more than like an afternoon without a printer working. Otherwise, it will be like, even though he doesn't even need, you know, he's doing no business. But it will be like a disaster if he goes to try to print something.
With buying a thermal printer.
Yeah, I have no room. You have to understand, I have no space in a small office.
It's literally
it's like a
7.
It's a couple inches by a couple inches.
7 inches.
But what about But I'm talking about what's the difference between that and the label printer?
That's what I have. The Dymo's 6 inches by 7 inches. That's it.
Yeah, but you're not listening. I have a label printer,
but it's not working.
Don't you remember? I told you that. Don't you remember?
Yeah, but it spit out paper left and right. You said.
Yeah. So I have it. It's not working.
So we're trying to convince you to go buy a Rolo or a Dymo that ended up getting a real game. You're gonna hate yourself.
I have one already.
What?
I mean, I could work on it. I'm sure I could fix it. You know, I mean, but I don't print like
once you change over, you're gonna hate yourself for not doing it sooner.
Right.
But I'm saying, but like what Scott was saying, if I was doing 30 packages a day, you know, not 6, 7 packages, 5 packages, 4 packages, then of course, yeah, I would make that a priority to make sure that I had that faster printer. But for like 2 items, you know what I mean? For like on a Wednesday, if I got to print 4 or 5 items, it's not gonna, you know, make that whatever.
Yeah, but it pays for itself in ink alone.
It does.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. I know. It's not. I have it. I'm not. It's not financial. It's just that that I gotta find the time to figure it out and put it back in. Just measured it. You know, I mean that's not where I'm losing. That's not where I'm losing on. I have a million listings to catch up on. You know what I mean? There's like 1,000 more impressions.
With tape and a piece of paper.
There's no.
I played.
Listen, there's no 5.
I played that game where you'd go to put the tape on the piece of paper and the paper flies up to it and crinkles all up and you got to print out another one. I played that game. Come on.
I got it down pat, Mike.
Oh, okay. I'm sure
Oh,
every
man.
single label goes on perfectly.
We need Tommy in here. You're right. We need Tommy to get after you.
Oh
and tell
no,
you.
that's the last guy I need is Tommy. But, you know, you're not doing it the right way. You're not doing it the UPS professional way. That's
Yep.
not the way the guidebook tells you from UPS because I was there for 20 years and I know that's fine. I'm happy for you. Very happy. But that's not where I'm losing on. That's not like I got like 1,000 other. My concern is I got to catch up on my listings and I got to get this girl trained properly. I'm nurturing her right now. I'm in that process. I don't like to use the term grooming because it doesn't sound right. But I
think
am.
the girl
I'm like
could probably figure it out quicker than you could.
the girl.
Yeah, you just tell her, hey, could you set this up for me? She haven't done
Yeah,
like
well,
that.
that's the newest Dymo, though, because the newest Dymo, if I remember reading or hearing this correctly, you have to get the labels from them.
Yeah, but I can't even get I can't even get the printer to work for my computer. My regular printer to work for my computer. I got to go use their computer just to print up the label.
Wow.
It's not. But you know what? That's not where I'm. But my point is this: that's not where I'm losing on. You know what I mean? I'm losing on. I'm falling behind on listings. That's not like I have a lot more pressing things. You know what I mean? That I got to get done. If I train this girl to be faster and more efficient, and whatever it is, that will be more time for. Yeah, but I'm not like I said, like what you were pointing out, Scott. I know where you were going with it. If it was a thing where I'm just like, I would rather sell an $80 item than sell 4 $20 items.
And I'm with you. So put up an extra listing, sell it for $80, buy an $80 Dymo, and then set it up.
No, but I'm just saying that's like not even like on my mind of stuff to do. I have to get stuff out of there. I have my other locker. I got to upgrade to a bigger locker. I have whatever it is. I got to take my dad for his surgery in a few days. Getting him, because the thing is this, remember, when you start changing printers and stuff like that, stuff goes down. And then it's like when you have to print something out and then all the stuff is down and unplugged and this and that, you go to plug everything in, it doesn't work. I can't get him. There's no such thing as 5 minutes. There is no 5-minute repair. By the time I call you to help me figure out how to fix it, that's going to be 5 minutes. By the time I text you, you read it, and then come back, you message me, Mike, how the fuck do I fix this thing?
All right.
You know what I mean? Even though Mike is pretty fast. But you know what I'm saying? There's no 5 minutes.
Whole reseller community cringe with the way you're doing it.
But you know what it is? Look, look, that's fine. I'll be that guy.
Okay, so
you know
you're
what
the poster child for using the paper.
It's actually listed in many videos as people that do like game changer things for their business. The thermal printer is always in there as one of their game changers. Like my paper tape machine is like a game changer for me. You know what I'm saying? Now that was a big investment, but at the time it was worth it. It's still worth it now, but I'm saying when I spent the money and I was only a few months in, it was worth it then.
I don't have it here. I have it at my house. It's in the office in the house. And you know, when you understand, I'm home with them. The minute I go in the office, they start asking me 100 fucking questions, aggravating me. You understand? Oh, how come this isn't working? Oh, why is it? The other day, I got a couple of returns came in. Just normal, nothing too crazy. So my father, he's like, interrogate. Why are you getting these returns? I'm like, I don't know, Dad. They returned it. Well, what's wrong? Why? It seems like you're getting a lot of returns. Like I just got 2 returns. 2 returns in the last 30 days. It's not a lot of returns. I'm not getting tons of returns right now. Why are you getting returns? I don't know.
Bobby, answer me this, okay? Because I don't know this as I don't think you've ever talked about this. You may have, and I just ignored it or forgot.
Yeah.
So at your office there, the store in the basement,
Where I
you
am.
don't-
Yeah, the base warehouse.
you don't print any labels there.
No, I have no. That's why here the only technology I
pack-
have is my phone. I'm using my phone right now to talk. I don't have a laptop. I don't have even to try to use the Wi-Fi wouldn't even really work because the unit is far away. The router,
Okay.
I'm on my regular minutes. Not no
So
minutes.
you're packing there, loading them up, taking them
Yes.
home, and printing labels for your packages.
Yeah. So what happened is I had, like you saw that suit, right? That I had
Mhm.
before, that David Donahue suit. I'm gonna put it in. Hopefully it'll fit nicely into this medium flat rate box.
Okay.
And then I have these bags, these bags that you get from Savers, these, whatever it is, these, what do they call them? Reusable sacks. I don't know, whatever. Satchels, whatever. So
The
I use
IKEA
these.
bags of.
I don't use the IKEA because I can't go to IKEA. Forget about it. I'll have anxiety attack.
So we gotta ship the IKEA bags and a printer.
Yeah, Savers. So I put them in this sack and then I go home, print up the labels, set up a shipping state. First of all, I don't have enough room for the stuff I have. You know what I mean? It would be too.
Bobby, take a scan of your aisle. Maybe people don't fully understand what you're doing.
I don't know. Wait, let me see if I can flip this camera around. Hold on. No, that's not how you. How do you flip more? No. Settings. Camera.
No.
Yeah, here. This is
the thing now.
No, here we go. Back.
No, we lost that.
Right?
Oh,
okay. No.
You got a Dymo scale at least.
Yeah, and then they make fun of me for this scale because I have a manual. I have a manual scale. Not a. No, I do have this one too. I have it. I got from here. The regular. This is the regular. But guess what? I put these Harbor Freight batteries in here. Okay, like years ago, and they still work. And these are the cheapest batteries you can buy from Harbor Freight. So this goes up to like 3 pounds, and then you can do that. Okay. So now look, I got. Now this is, you see all the racks. This is where all the suits are. You see?
Yep.
So I got all that.
Wait a second. Wait. Stop. Bobby,
What?
stop for a second. How many listings do you have?
300.
Yeah, about between. I go between 300 and 400, but I've been a little slow. I was very sick the last couple weeks. I didn't do the show.
Row again? Just no. Wait. Go back. Go back to the first row only. Go back to your left. There you go. Scroll down that one rack right there, please. Oh, okay. Higher. There you go.
Okay, this on the ceiling racks?
Yeah, the rack right there. Just go down that whole rack. Give us a pan shot of that whole rack. Oh my God. How many items are on that one rack?
Well, this is probably, I don't know. Probably got 80 jackets on here.
Okay, now keep going to your left.
This is listed. That stuff is all listed. This is in progress right now. This is stuff that's got to get listed. I have a system. Then I got these tubs.
You got a system, all right.
Then I got here. This is the long coats on this other rack up here.
About how many are listed on this side right now?
About a dozen.
A dozen?
Yeah. What? Then like up from here? No, this from here up is listed.
Okay.
And then the rest of this. Then, are you guys ready to see Mount Everest?
Probably not.
Are you ready? All right, here. Okay. So here, I got. This is a death. See this here?
Scott, make him big.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on.
Well, just for a frame of reference, back there, see there's a door frame.
Okay.
Okay. So
Is that
that's
the fire
that's a
escape?
door.
Is that the fire escape?
No, here I'll show you. No, no, that I don't play around with. This here, this is the fire here. This is, you ever see the movie Saw, or whatever one of those?
Oops. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So watch this. This is for like Halloween. So you see here, it's got this steel door.
All right, go back to your inventory.
I can't see that. It's too dark.
So here. So here, this is the mountain. This is Mount Everest here.
Okay, in your guesstimation, how many items do you have in this basement? A couple thousand?
Yeah. I mean, it's got to probably. I mean, what are you talking about? Like, do counting these comic books?
No, just
like
clothing.
Yes. Everything in there is
Wow.
your business, correct?
Yeah, that's true.
Counting this cowboy hat?
Counting everything down there that you intend on selling, you brought it down into with the intentions of selling it, correct?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, obviously I have in the thousands. And this is the other room.
But this isn't your room.
No, this is Matthew's room.
Okay.
Did you ever see this, Scott?
Nope.
So this is like a, I guess you guys would call it like an antique booth. So he's got here. So when you go this way here, he's got all this stuff. Welcome to Tromaville. He's got DVDs, VHS. But this guy doesn't do eBay. He hates eBay. So he gives all the money to the lady upstairs. This here. Got a lot of cool stuff. If you're at the collectibles.
Right.
This is all his stuff. So but he's a good guy, this guy Matt. I gotta watch out not to step on the floor. Movie posters. But then I have mountains.
How long do you think?
So that's why.
How long do you think it'd take to list all those clothes?
Oh, what is it? A couple years.
That's
you need to hire like 4 more people to help you out.
That's fantastic. A couple of years.
I'm addicted, all right? Why are you making fun of me now?
Nobody's making fun of you. Nobody's making fun of you.
Nobody's making fun of you.
I'm just make us feel better.
Listen, I'm not the only one. Listen, I got news for you, okay? All right, you can make me spoil. You don't have to show my fat face like this.
Okay.
So, I'm not the only one with death piles.
No, we're not saying that. We have no problem with death piles.
Don't let people fool you.
You're not.
Don't let people fool you that says, oh, I knock everything out right away. There's a lot of people who have big. Oh, and I had to tell you this. I have a storage locker too. That's number one. And I have my house. This is just like.
You have inventory at the house?
Yeah, but most of it is gone. My mother made me get rid of most of this because I had my sister's old
store every once in a while to make her get rid of. I mean, could you like okay? Honestly, out of all that inventory you got sitting there,
this was going to be
How much of it would you say is quality inventory? Half, 30%?
No, I would probably say closer to 80-90%.
80 to 90% of that is quality inventory.
Yeah, when you say like 10 to 20% of like dead kind of stuff, crap, kind of like, it's like if you have a stain on 10% of your shirt, it's a big stain. You know what I mean? So, I might have, and that's a problem too, is that like this was going to be one of my stations here. See, let me try to flip this guy around here. So I go here, settings, camera. So I have like this isn't just this is a table. If you could see this is a table.
Okay.
And so what happened was I just bought some more stuff. I got a big buy. and then now it's a death pile on top of the table. So I have to knock this thing down for more space.
Okay,
You know?
can you do me a favor? I want you to just pull, without looking real closely, just grab 2 shirts off the top of that pile.
All right, here we go. Joe Monte, but this is a fake, so I don't know what to do with this. So here. So 2 shirts?
Just
Yep.
2
Like
shirts.
this. I'll give you
Whatever's
I'll
on
give you
top of that
example.
pile, grab 2 of them.
Okay, so I'll give you example. Like you see this here? This is a Saks Fifth Avenue cashmere sweater, right?
Okay.
But it's got a hole in it. So now it's got a hole. This is a quality item, but I gotta bring it to my mother and have her fix it.
Or listed with a
So
hole in it.
no, I
Right.
can't list it with the hole. I told you I have my mother fix it.
All right, grab another
So-
item off the top.
Then I have like this. This is nice here. Patagonia.
There you go.
But I think this is a woman's or a men's. I think it's a men's. I don't know. No, it's kind of small. Looks like a woman. Patagonia. Then I got what we got here? Oi. Oi. This is a nice shirt here. Ugh. But I gotta steam this one or iron it a little bit. Gitman Brothers. Made in USA. Nice shirt. It's got little like anchors or something, boats or whatever. You know. I got a lot of, I got quality stuff here. It's not, I got leather jackets. Look here, you see this is a leather jacket down here, like a bomber. And then here, I got here. You see this here? This is a Pendleton flannel. But I can't get to it because if I tried to pull this, you know what would happen? That would be an avalanche over here. I would have, you guys would have to call the what do you call it? The the ambulance for me.
But 'tis the season to be listing that stuff, man.
I know I have been. This is good. Thomas Pink. This is Thomas Pink over here.
Yeah,
Classic
but does
Imperial.
Pink really sell that well anymore?
Yeah. But this special one here, this is made in the UK. It's the I don't know why it's not zooming in. That's the UK one, not the regular. I got here's a blazer here. Burberry.
Wow.
That's good. Here's one made in England, Aquascutum. What?
Ooh.
Got a lot of stuff here. Oh, here, look, this is another one. Brooks Brothers.
Now, where are you doing your listing from now? There or at the house?
Yeah, so let me flip this thing around. Hold on 1 second here. So what I do is, here's my method. I gotta flip my stuff around, otherwise I'm getting dizzy here. Settings, camera. Okay. Now you see me?
Nope. Oh,
Yep.
no. Yep.
I got you.
So what I do is, I whatchamacallit? I prepare the items, like, so she's gonna be coming in on Tuesday, right? I get the items ready. All right. And then once I get the items ready, I'll put them in those other sacks that I have, right? So I'll fill up bags, or like I have like these other racks, like this stuff here. Let me show you. So I gotta flip it, makes it a little easier. Hold on 1 second, I'm coming. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. All right. So like you see this here? Can you see this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like all of these have to be listed, and then these have to be listed. Okay. So then when she's here, then once I take the pictures, then they go up there on that rack. All right.
Okay.
Or there's another rack back there for shirts, or if it's like I have these sweaters, right? You see, like this. This is the stuff. This is work in progress. This is stuff. The pictures are taken, measurements are taken, but I have to finish off the listing at home. You know what I mean? I have them written down. So what I do is Like I'll have her write all this down, on these papers. This is like, you see like this is like the other side of the that you cut out from the
Labels, the printing labels,
label.
labels, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what I do is I recycle the paper. So she'll write so I'll tell her the description. She'll write it down while I'm taking the pictures. Sitting like here, like these shirts here. I got here Brooks Brothers. Got some nice jackets here. Look, take a look at this. This is cool, right? Coogee.
Oh wow.
I got here. You like Eddie Guerrero wrestling? Remember?
Hmm.
And then I got this pile here.
You should probably do a whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you're probably. Wait,
Oh,
you think I have enough? You think I have enough items to do whatnot?
You should
You
do
think I
a
have
whatnot.
enough?
You are, you're perfect for it.
You think I have enough items? No, I'm just kidding. I know.
So there's
you obviously do not enjoy listing.
Well, that's like who enjoys listing? That's like who enjoys it's like no one who enjoys listing.
Well, I'm just saying. Here's what I'm concerned about, right? You said earlier you sell about 30 items a week, right?
Maybe no more than I would say at least 30 items. So like I said, it's over 1%.
Let's say 50 a week.
Okay, that would be the 30 to 50 in between. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say 50 a week. That's 200 a month.
Yeah.
Right? Is that fair?
Okay. Yeah.
You okay with that? So that's 2,400 a year.
So you said whatnot? You could sell that one day?
No. I'm trying to run numbers for you because at your sell-through rate, let's just say it stayed the same. 2,400. You're saying you have a few thousand items there. You wouldn't even sell out if you sold every single item in that basement at the ratio.
Oh no!
Year.
No, of course not.
In 1 year.
But my plan was to do some cross listing on other sites.
No, that's not.
But
no, that's,
you wouldn't sell through your current inventory at top capacity. I give you 50 items a week. I give you a whole year to sell, and you still wouldn't sell through your whole inventory.
Yeah, but you have to remember that's without the employee. I have the employee now, and as I'm moving her up, there's got to be more production. You know what I mean? I just started her, so I'm planning. That's my plan. What?
But eBay's going to be doing eBay Lives, which is like whatnot, and then
I saw that Pete did a video.
Yeah,
What's great about whatnot or whatever for you is you don't have to do anything with the clothing prior. You just hang it on a hanger and show it.
Or just get 2 quick measurements if you want measurements for them.
Oh, okay, but the thing is with the whatnot. But don't but people don't just come on.
Yes.
If you have something they're looking for, yes.
See, I have to watch some of the people who do like vintage shirt. I don't think people are not coming on for men's blazers. That's not like a thing.
No, they're not going on there for men's blazers. But your problem is.
But is it an auction style or not an auction?
So I know the roll through rate. Okay.
Yes.
Which is not great. Okay. The ROI is really good, but the roll is not it's not constantly spinning. Okay. And for me, my jackets seem to be more of a seasonal type thing, like more towards like April and May is when I start to pick up on suits again. And then at the beginning, like the fall, like September, October is usually my prime time for my suits. But I don't have suits like you have suits. I have maybe 20 total, compared to the thousands that you have.
And you can do vintage tees.
I don't know if I
do
have
rock tees.
So overall,
but
how many do you average listing a day?
Well, my goal is to list 10 items a day.
So 10 items a day?
But also my goal is not to eat McDonald's, but that's,
So 10 items a day.
I'm not good with keeping up with, I don't have a lot. What do they call that? Willpower.
Can I put you on a diet of 25 a day?
$25 a day. I gotta wait till this girl gets a little bit more.
Let me give you an understanding, just so you understand. My business, okay,
Yeah.
part time, I do 15 to 20 a day normally.
So,
Yeah,
Bobby,
but clothing. But you have to.
who's
I
doing the
understand.
pictures for you, Bobby?
I understand, but you have a helper. You should be able to double your outtake.
Well, she just started, this new girl, so it's
I
not
understand.
like. No, you're right. I wanted if I'm doing 10 a day, or whatever, 6 a day,
Who's
I
doing
should
your
be able to
pictures
do at
for you?
least.
How about
Huh?
Both of you?
17 a day?
No, right now. Well, here's the thing: is this? I had that other girl,
Mm-hmm.
and she was doing pictures for me,
Okay.
Jessica. But what happened was she had a mental breakdown, and she got upset when I was like criticizing her pictures.
Right, I
So
remember that.
yeah, you remember that story.
Yep.
So that's why I found this other girl who, this was actually this girl I was trying to get her first. But I thought this other girl, Jessica, because I'm not going to get into the other girl, Jessica, was more female like I don't want to say female like, that's not the right thing. She was more like you would think she would know more about fashion. The other girl is more of like a tomboy. So like when it comes to pictures, and it comes, because how you put stuff on a mannequin, I figured the other girl would be a little bit better because she's more feminine type. And I don't know, I'm not using the right words, but you understand where I'm going with this.
Mm-hmm.
But this girl, who's more of a tomboy, is a little bit better because she's a little bit tougher. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Okay. And what about
like
your
she's
comic book stuff? Your comic books and your cards and stuff like that? How much of that do you
okay.
have?
Car, what, here or at the house?
Here, right
So-
there.
Yeah, see, that's the thing too, is this. Here, I'll show you this. I have a thing here. You see it? Can you see this?
Yep.
I got all these comic books in here too. But the problem is I got this death pile over here. So I have to knock out the death pile. I have to knock out the death pile. Come on, I know you guys get a kick out of this.
Oh,
I had to get rid of the death.
I got another question. As you go through your death pile, where do you store the new items that you listed? On those racks that we saw earlier?
On that, most of them are on. Okay, yeah. Can you see this rack here?
Yep.
Okay, this rack, I kind of have to climb out through it. These are button front shirts that are already been listed. This rack here is men's blazers that have already been listed. They're already proper.
Okay.
And then that t-shirt is going in another pile. That Barbra Streisand t-shirt is going in another pile.
Okay, you sell a Burberry suit today. Where are you finding that?
It will be
like where it would be, or
well. Like I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. Like I just sold that David Donahue suit.
Okay.
So the suits are on this side. These are 2-piece suits right here. Already see how? Can you see how this says here? Like suit supply. Can you read that?
Yep.
Okay.
So
like here, see
300 items. That's your inventory system.
Bell vest. Yeah, and then you see these plastic tubs. Can you see this? These plastics.
Yep.
This is other like this is here. These are sweaters in here. Other stuff. These are like I have t-shirt. Like these are like rock and roll t-shirts I have here.
So that's what you sell.
Sorry. Like here, like this is this is all I showed you this the last time, I think, when we were talking about rock shoe. Jimmy Buffer t-shirt.
Yep.
Even other vintage stuff. Like I think like stuff like this might sell on a whatnot. Somebody might be interested in. Like this is just like a vintage tee.
Yep.
No,
No, you're not going to get top dollar at whatnot, but
no.
you'll get your inventory moved. But you're into it like $1 a piece, though, right?
Certain ones, like this one here. This is that cool one. I probably want to keep. This is the MTV.
Yep.
Wish it was my size. Here, see MTV Music Awards 92. I don't know if you guys like. This is cool. It's Paul McCartney.
All right, Bobby, we're way over on time, so I just want to run these numbers by you real quick. If you would move up
Yeah.
to 17 a day,
Yes.
okay, so that means you'd be listing 510 a month, and your sell through at 200 a month, so you would up 310 a month in listings.
Yeah.
So you can get through your death pile without buying anything else in 10 months.
Yeah, but that's the problem. I had to buy.
No, you don't.
I can't. Yeah. Look, today here, I went down to the 5 towns today, right? I just picked up this blazer here. Well, look at this. I went down to I don't know if you remember where Inwood is. Well, you do. Yeah, you know where Inwood is. I just picked up this here. Look at this beautiful piece I just found. Hold on. This is a tweed. This is like brand new right here. This is a tweed blazer made in Italy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is made by this is a good pickup here. This is Dunhill. You see that?
Okay.
This jacket is gonna go for between $200 and $300. Okay. I picked it up for $10.
When?
Okay. Just a couple hours ago.
No.
That's why it's right in the front.
When is it going to sell for $200 or $300?
Well, it depends how closer to 300 I want to get or closer to 200. If I want to sell closer to 200, I'll sell probably with, a couple weeks. If I want to sell closer to 300, then a couple months.
So that one, because it's higher end, is going to go to the front of the line as far as listing time? Because the correct answer to my question was
definitely like this. I'm going to like this. This is a nicer item here. This is a nice jacket, Dunhill. Here, and this is made by Ermenegildo Zegna. This is really good. And this will
take priority.
Yeah, and even like this one here. You see this? This is a Brooks Brothers, but this is a new with tags Brooks Brothers. Not tags, this is label here. And this is a good size 56.
Okay. That's fine.
Blazer.
Yeah, okay.
Gold buttons. Like this is kind of priority. This is going out tonight. I gotta pack this. Gotta pack that. Gotta pack this. And I got this leather jacket here made in San Francisco, California. You ever see this, Scotty?
Yep.
Johnson? No.
Yep.
You have seen it before?
Yeah, I've actually picked up one of those at the Benz.
Oh, what kind of money did you get for it? You got decent money?
It actually was worse shape when I picked it up. After I picked it up, it was I didn't list it because it was in bad shape. So.
Oh, okay. But I'm looking to get. But this I only paid at Savers.
That was my point, Lisa. It was when are we going to get these things listed there? You're falling through. So why don't you, Bobby? Why don't you look at it this way? Okay, since we're kind of into winter season. And you're going to get passed by. How come you just don't start concentrating on like spring wear now and get ahead of the game?
It's winter. No, it's just winter just started. You got to get the winter stuff out quick.
So
it should have been out. That's my point. It should have been out already. Why don't you get ahead of the game for springtime?
Are you listing jackets?
Yeah, man. Definitely. Right now is the time to list winter stuff because it's not even winter yet. It's still fall. So you got to. It's not. This is not like Macy's where they put stuff out like a month or two in advance. This is, now it's like people get to chill and then they're like, oh, I got to go get an overcoat or something, or I got to.
That's why Macy's business, I guess. Then
I don't know.
Well, you got 1,000 jackets to list because there's a chill in there.
I got enough to list, but that's why I just hired this girl. And now she's gonna have me stay focused, because now when I'm paying her, you know what I mean. Now I'm gonna be preparing more items, getting more items ready. That's the thing, and she's good like that. She's a nice girl too.
All right, we're an hour 40 in.
Yep. Yeah, we gotta get going. But thanks for entertaining us, Bobby.
Get some good content now for down. Anytime anybody wants to know about jackets, anybody's watching, you know, your channel, if they don't know who
Just
I
be
am.
happy that Tommy didn't find the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We,
You're gonna see 100 comments.
you made us all feel better about our death piles. That's for sure. Thank you.
Of course.
If you
And then-
worry about your death pile, refer to this video right here. About an hour into the show, we talked nothing but death pile.
Yep, death piles. But anyways.
And I gotta go back. I gotta go tomorrow. I gotta go to the locker. I gotta get a little bit bigger locker because I gotta make more room. I gotta get a lot of stuff. I gotta make more room for more stuff. No, I'm just
more
kidding.
stuff to buy. Yeah, you need to buy more stuff.
Oh, then I got death piles in the cars.
Oh Jesus! What size locker are you
I
got?
Yep.
I don't know. I gotta talk to the lady tomorrow because I have that small one. I can't get that other locker, the one where you have to climb a ladder. Forget it. I'm not doing that anymore. You know, I'm not doing.
Bobby, if you think you need a 5x10, you need a 10x10. If you think you need a 10x10, you need a 10x20.
20. Yep. Get a 10x20.
No, but 10x20 is going to be hundreds. No, I don't. This one, they just sent me a letter. They want to raise me from 67 to like 77. But this one is 5 by 4 by 8 feet high.
That's nothing.
It's a small one.
Yeah.
I had the other one I had was bigger, but the problem is you had to climb a ladder to get to it, and I wasn't comfortable. I would be like throwing bags in there, and I'm like, whoa, you know, I can't wipe out on this ladder. I mean, the ladder locks in, but you know, if I get once in a while, I get dizzy. If I get too dizzy and I'm up on the ladder, forget about it. I'll be gone.
All right. Anyways, we're gonna be out next week. No show Sunday, right?
No show Sunday.
And then we'll be back on Mike's channel in 2 weeks from today.
Yep. And then we'll be out again because I'm going on a cruise. Unless you guys want to do a show here, that's fine. You can do that. But
hey,
well,
you know how to get in touch with me, right, Scott?
I guess.
Just find somebody to fill it for me. It's easy enough.
Yep.
There you go. You can handle it.
We can handle it.
I can fill dead air.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace.